If you're serious about understanding the realities of wartime survival, you'll want to stick with me for this one. Today, we're diving into 5 WWII soldier sleeping hacks for surviving frozen ground. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button. This channel is dedicated to uncovering historical survival strategies that actually work. Sleeping on frozen ground during World War II wasn't about comfort. It was a fight against hypothermia, frostbite, and exhaustion. Soldiers endured it night after night, often with nothing but basic gear, yet some managed to stay alive and effective. In this video, I'm going to take you through 5 of the most practical hacks they used and show you how you can apply these lessons today, whether you're a prepper, hiker, or just a hardcore history buff. One of the most reliable methods soldiers employed was turning their environment into a sleeping aid. Pine boughs, dry leaves, and straw became essential barriers between their bodies and the frozen ground. The principle was simple: create layers of insulation to trap body heat and prevent the cold earth from sucking it away. In practical terms, you can replicate this technique by gathering dry vegetation or other natural padding wherever you camp or train. Layer it thickly and evenly under your sleeping area. The key is always dryness. Wet material is a heat conductor, not an insulator. This hack saved countless soldiers from freezing while conserving their energy for the next day's marches or battles. Wind can remove body heat faster than the cold ground itself. Soldiers often dug shallow trenches or used available debris, logs, rocks, and even backpacks to block wind. The genius of this approach is in its simplicity: shield yourself from airflow to maintain body heat. You can apply the same principle today by creating small windbreaks with natural materials or your gear. Even a tent or tarp angled against the prevailing wind replicates the same effect. By understanding how soldiers mitigated wind chill, you can see that survival is often about small, deliberate adjustments to your sleeping environment rather than relying solely on expensive gear. Soldiers didn't just pile on clothing, they layered with intention. A thin base layer would wick away sweat, followed by insulating mid-layers, and finished with a windproof outer layer. Socks and gloves followed the same principle. The genius here lies in trapped air. Multiple thin layers trap more heat than a single thick coat. Modern preppers can use this exact strategy with lightweight modular clothing, adding or removing layers depending on activity and temperature. The insight is clear. Warmth is not just about material thickness, but about controlling airflow and moisture around your body. Sleeping in the fetal position was a standard tactic. Soldiers instinctively curled up, tucking arms and legs close to their bodies. This minimized exposed surface area and conserved heat. In any survival scenario today, adopting this posture under a tarp or in a sleeping bag can significantly reduce heat loss. You can also enhance this method by surrounding yourself with extra clothing or gear to add insulation while keeping a compact profile. It's a tactic that proves sometimes the oldest methods remain the most effective. Moisture was the enemy of warmth. Soldiers removed wet layers and spread socks or gloves near their bodies to dry. If moisture froze in clothing or boots overnight, it could lead to serious injury. The principle for modern survival is simple: always stay dry. Whether camping in winter or prepping for emergencies, prioritize moisture management. Dry socks, gloves, and even sleeping bags will prevent heat loss and maintain comfort. You can replicate this by layering moisture-wicking fabrics close to the skin and keeping an eye on condensation in tents. Surviving on frozen ground during World War II required ingenuity, observation, and discipline. These 5 hacks, insulating with natural materials, building windbreaks, layering clothing strategically, curling up to conserve heat, and managing moisture, were proven methods that saved lives. By understanding and applying them today, you not only honour the experiences of soldiers, but also gain practical, actionable skills for modern survival scenarios. If you found this guide valuable, subscribe to The Prepper Historian for weekly content that combines historical accuracy with practical survival advice. Share this video with fellow history buffs or preppers, because these techniques aren't just lessons from the past. They can save lives today.